Hey everyone, it's Christy with AG Takes Over. If you woke up this morning and have been on any kind of social media related to dolls, then you know what the talk of the town is right now. I woke up this morning and opened up Instagram while I was still in bed and saw some pictures and immediately went to the AG website to get a better look and saw, yep, all the new arrivals have dropped. And then my wife slept in for like 2 more hours, so I had to wait to talk to her about it. So she came down for breakfast and I said, if I were ever going to do a video about like my thoughts on this collection, it would be about this one. Because if you're familiar with my channel, I have never, ever done this kind of video in like almost 200 videos. I never give my thoughts on a collection. I'll review if I've purchased things, but I don't ever just make a video that's my thoughts on this collection. I usually feel like it's a saturated thing and it's just not my thing, but for whatever reason, today, these girls, I wanted to weigh in and I wanted to be part of the community discussion. So she said, we'll do it, and is generous enough to hang out with the kiddo downstairs for an hour or two while I come up and make this video. So I am in the American Girl website and I'll put screenshots on, or you can pull it up and follow along with me. But it just helps me to have the website in front of me. First, I will say I am not a big Disney person. And I'm not a big princess person. So this collection means way less to me than it does to some people. So my perspective is a little different. I have less nostalgia tied to these dolls and their stories. That said, I'm going to start with who I'm most excited about. Tiana. Duh, because it's the Claudie mold. Oh my gosh. She's so pretty. She looks to be, I would say, at least one shade lighter. Obviously, it's hard to tell because stock photos, right? But she looks to be more like Melody's skin tone or 31 skin tone, which I kind of would like, because to have another Claudie mold in exactly the same tone is going to be harder to convince people who already own Claudie to get that doll. But since she does bring something different to the table, then I'm excited about that. At this price point, a lot of people are going to see them as play dolls. Speaking of the price point, and by the way, my thoughts are going to be all over the place. Just bear with me, and I appreciate you. The price point, $125 versus the ones that came out at the end of 2023 that were all $300, if I remember correctly. I did not get any of them. I love this. I have already seen people complaining that they look cheap. I disagree. That they don't feel as special. Well, these dolls are priced at $125. They're just barely over what you would pay for a Truly Me doll. They're not limited edition. They're not collector edition. But if you ask me, the only thing that's different between them and what people would generally accept as a, collector limited edition doll is the elitism that you get to feel by owning a doll that there are very few of, and a bunch of Swarovski crystals. Personally, if I want to bling out one of these outfits, I will get a bedazzler or something. I would much rather spend $175 less and have fewer sparkles on the outfit. That's just me. That's just my approach to collecting, and it doesn't have to be yours. I love that more people are likely to let their children play with these. More people are likely to be able to afford to get these for their children. It's still $125 a doll. It's not chump change, right? But if you're already an American Girl collector, like, this is not a stretch. So love the price point. I think that is such a winning move on American Girl's part, and people are welcome to disagree. That's fine. I don't know that they'll change my mind. Next point, they all get extra outfits. I love this because if you just watched my 2024 goals video, I have committed to not buying very many dolls this year. Like, specifically, and I'll put it out here again to hold myself accountable, I am not going to contribute to upping the total doll head count in our household by more than 4 this entire year. So I am not going to buy any of these dolls right now. But I want to be able to get something, and I am really excited that I've already picked out 2 outfits that I definitely will be buying. So I like that one, for people who may not want to bring more dolls into their home, they can still get some outfits. If you have a Claudie doll, many of us have the Emily Rose Tiana outfit that you can get on Amazon, which is like super affordable. It comes and goes in stock, but if you haven't gotten it, it's Emily Rose on Amazon. There probably will be a run on it right now, but it's a really great outfit. So, for example, if you already have a Claudie doll and you already have that Tiana dress, okay, but she still has 2 other outfits that you could look at. Also, even if you do want the doll, you might want more than one look for your doll, right? Like a lot of times with, the Disney dolls, my daughter has a couple of Frozen, like fashion size dolls, like 14 inch or 12, I don't know what they are, 13 inch. And one of them is wearing Anna's travel outfit and one of them is wearing Anna's Coronation Day outfit. And I don't want a gajillion dolls just so we can have all these outfits. I really don't have the space or the money for that nonsense. So I love that you could get one doll and buy 2 additional outfits and get 2 additional looks from the stories that you all may know and love more than I do. But yeah, so love that there are separate outfits. Let's talk about the price point for those. $55. So the dolls are $125. Their separate outfits are $55. I, at first glance, didn't think that they looked like the nicest quality, but my wife, who has much more experience working with different fabrics now that she is a sewist, said, no, the fabrics are really nice. And once I started, zooming in, I'm like, they are. She's not wrong. They're nice fabrics. People who have, everybody can find something to find fault in, right? She said they're really nice fabrics. Somebody had said they look like cheap Halloween costumes, but satin is a thing that's used in nice dresses and Halloween costumes. So, it's really going to be in the execution. It's not that material. So we may not know more until the people who are buying these get them in their hands and start making videos and start making reels and start sharing their opinions. But I think that they look nice. One thing I'm really excited about each outfit is that the little animals come with the outfits and not the doll. So I would be disappointed if the only way to get the little animals was to buy the doll. I just think this was a really accessible strategy. Like I'm looking at Ariel's castle ball gown and you get Sebastian with that. And I would not be buying the Ariel doll. So it would be cool if I wanted to put one of our we already have a red Ariel style wig on a doll and create an Ariel doll. I would be able to not only have a dress that's fitting for her and the hair clip and the shoes, which all look pretty nice, but also get a little animal that's very distinctly hers. Same thing for the little mice in Cinderella's day dress. Those are very, very distinctly Cinderella. So if you're trying to create your own Cinderella doll, you take the base, you use whatever doll works best if you have an extra wig or whatever. And by buying that outfit, now you really have pulled it off. So I appreciate that. $55, I think, is a reasonable price point, especially given what they've been charging for some other things, like some of the mix and match shoes that just came out. They're just plain old shoes, and the going rate seems to be $14 now. So when you consider that this is a pair of shoes, an animal or animals, something for the hair, and the main pieces of the outfit, I don't think $55 is unreasonable. You can always wait until there's a promo, a points multiplier, until your rewards come in. This is not going to go away overnight. I also really appreciate that this is not going to go away overnight. It doesn't mean wait 2 years and then act shocked when they're no longer available and say, I had been wanting that one, right? But the FOMO shouldn't hit so hard because they're not limited edition dolls. And I like that. I want this to be accessible. Okay, so I said I'm not going to get any of the dolls. I will say, if I manage to go the whole year and have been come in under goal, it's December of 2024 and I have only added 3 dolls to the total head count for the year, first of all, I'll be super impressed with myself. Second of all, I would consider adding Claudie, because I do think she's a lighter skin tone than actual Claudie, so that makes her different. And yeah, and I would like to boost the numbers for that doll and show them that we really did mean it when we said, please give us that mold again, because we love it and it's amazing. Talking about the other dolls, I won't be getting the Ariel doll at all. I do think it's funny, and I know people are already dragging this doll. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you, but the stock picture that they used for the doll does not have the most even eyelashes. Like, her eyes don't look great. So, when you're showing off these dolls, using one that shows some quality control issues is probably not great. I don't know how that slipped by them, but at least put your best foot forward. I am not a big fan of adding dolls to our collection that have permanently really, really bright hair. I have bought one of them, a CYO that I got at the benefit sale. Any others that have bright hair, I think we only have two. The other one, gray spot. So yeah, I'm not generally a fan of that, so I won't do it. I don't dislike the newer, wider-eyed, more round-eyed Nanea mold, but Grace has gotten a couple of them, maybe just one. But anyway, we have at least one of the newer, kind of wider-eyed Nanea mold version, and I think that's enough for me. I don't know. She's fine. I have no issue with her. Somebody said they thought it was interesting that American Girl had chosen to go with an Asian face mold, and I don't think that she is an Asian face mold. She represents Pacific Islanders, and if you look on the wiki, she's I don't remember right offhand, but German and this and Hawaiian. And Hawaiian can be from so many different backgrounds. So, yeah, I don't think that the Nanea mold is necessarily an quote unquote Asian face mold. And also, it has seemed to be altered over the years to where the eyes are kind of wider and rounder. So it looks even less so these days. So yeah, I won't be getting her. Now on to Cinderella as a doll. I think she's beautiful. Have I seen enough Josefina molds to last a lifetime? Yes. Do I think that if she had been the Barbie, my wife would have snatched that girl up. She did not get the limited edition Barbie, but I think she would have been on it if this had been the doll. Or maybe I don't know. I think if this doll had been the limited edition one instead of Belle, my wife probably would have gone for her. But yeah, I think she looks to be beautifully executed. She's a Josefina mold, so quality control with wonky eyes is going to be all over the place. But I like the bangs. I think that she's gorgeous. All right, now looking at the outfits. I don't want this video to go on too long. I can tell you right now, I will be getting Tiana's work dress and accessories. What I love about this, and I know I've mentioned it already, is this stuff works whether you are into Tiana or not. If you have a Claudie doll and you want to have more period pieces for her, these are from the 1920s. She is from the 1920s. It just works. I love that. I think she was the perfect choice for Tiana for that reason, if no other reason. So light brown eyes, different, a lighter color lip. It's more pink than the deep dark color of Claudie's lips. And it looks to be a lighter skin tone. I really think that this doll is distinct. I think if we didn't have two Claudies already, I would be much more tempted to get her immediately. But as it is, I'm going to see where things stand at the end of the year, and I will get her. Or my wife is going to get her, but that's her doll budget, not mine. I love this blue dress. I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. It looks stunning on her. The little tiara looks like it's going to be cheap plastic. I expect nothing less. You're already getting slippers, gloves, a necklace, a tiara, a dress, and whatever that may be, a program or something. You're getting quite a lot for $55. I have zero expectation that the necklace and the tiara will feel anything other than cheap. That's okay. That's okay. This is much more of a play set, so I don't mind. Yeah, the closer you get, the nicer the fabrics look. Probably the closer we get, the cheaper the dress and the necklace. I mean, not the dress, the necklace will look. Okay, and then just kind of panning out and looking at all of their collections, I think My daughter at 4 years old would go crazy for any of this, like any of it. Grace will probably get the Ariel day dress, the blue one. It'd be nice to have flounder. Um, I don't know if she's going to want the other ones, but I would say for us, we're going to start with Tiana's 2 outfits, and she will probably add Ariel's blue dress. I don't think I'm going to comment too much on the other ones because I'm really kind of a fan of only commenting on things that I'm interested in. Um, I just don't know the Disney dolls and their stories well enough to have a say in some of the things, like the Cinderella original ball gown. I think it needs, I will say this, I think it needs an underskirt thing. And what I imagine is maybe you get that with the Cinderella doll. Like when I look at the Cinderella doll, her blue gown seems to have a lot of volume underneath it. So either she comes with a separate piece or it's just built in, there's some kind of bustle under there. When you look at the stock photos of the original ball gown, it's a lot flatter. So that may be true to the movies. I have no idea. That may just be how it looked. And for those of you who are hardcore fans, you may say, yep, and that's exactly what we want. If I were getting it, I'm less concerned about staying true to the stories because they don't matter as much to me. I would want something under it. So I have like Mary Ellen's little crinoline skirt. I would put that underneath it just to give it some extra volume. If I were going to get only one outfit from Ariel's collection, it would be the blue dress. If I were going to get only one outfit from Cinderella's, it would be the day dress. And obviously, I'm not choosing between Tiana's because those are both coming to our home. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did you already order stuff? Are you waiting for rewards or a points promo? Is this something that you're going to pass on entirely? Which ones what do you like about each one? Do you think that any of the dolls are unique? What do you like about them? What do you not? Just let's make it an interesting discussion. Okay. All right. I will do another video once we do get our Tiana outfits in, and if we end up getting the blue dress from the Ariel collection in. But until then, it's just going to be regular programming, back to the things that aren't necessarily the hot trending topics and more just whatever I feel like for the day. Take care. I hope that you're having some fun with your dolls, and I will see you within a week.